Freelance is a 2023 action comedy that follows Mason Pettis, a former U.S. Army Special Forces operative who now lives a quiet but unsatisfying civilian life. After an injury ended his military career, Mason struggles with routine office work, family pressures, and the lingering sense that his best days are behind him. Mason works in law enforcement administration, stuck behind a desk and far from the adrenaline he once knew. His marriage is strained, his confidence is low, and he feels disconnected from his identity as a soldier. The film sets him up as a man craving purpose and excitement. Opportunity arrives when Mason's former commanding officer, Sebastian Earle, contacts him with a lucrative private security job. The mission is to provide protection for investigative journalist Claire Wellington during an interview with a controversial South American president. Claire Wellington is ambitious, sharp, and determined to expose corruption. She plans to interview President Juan Venegas of the fictional country of Paldonia, a leader accused of authoritarian practices and human rights abuses. Mason accepts the job mainly for the money and the chance to feel useful again. Mason and Claire travel to Paldonia, where political tension is already high. The country is unstable, and rumors of a coup are spreading. Mason quickly realizes that this assignment may be far more dangerous than advertised. The interview initially appears to go smoothly, with President Venegas presenting himself as confident and charismatic. Claire pushes hard with her questions, attempting to reveal the truth behind his rise to power and the accusations against him. Everything changes when a violent coup erupts during the interview. Rebel forces attack the presidential palace, plunging the city into chaos. Mason is forced to spring into action to protect Claire and, unexpectedly, the president himself. Mason, Claire, and Venegas flee into the jungle, cut off from outside help. With communications down and enemies everywhere, Mason must rely on his old combat skills to survive. This sudden return to danger reawakens the soldier he thought he had left behind. As they travel together, an uneasy alliance forms. Claire remains suspicious of Venegas, while Mason focuses on keeping everyone alive. The trio constantly clashes, both physically and ideologically, creating much of the film's humor and tension. Along the journey, Claire uncovers information that complicates her view of Venegas. While he is far from innocent, it becomes clear that the coup leaders are not necessarily better alternatives. Power, corruption, and manipulation exist on all sides. Mason struggles with his role in the conflict. He must balance being a hired protector with his own moral compass. His interactions with Claire force him to reflect on responsibility, truth, and what it really means to serve others. The film mixes intense action sequences, gunfights, jungle chases, and narrow escapes, with comedic moments driven by character interactions. Mason's blunt practicality contrasts with Claire's idealism and Venegas's political cunning. As the group approaches safety, they face betrayals and unexpected twists. Mason discovers that his former commander may not have been entirely honest about the mission's purpose, raising questions about who is truly pulling the strings. In the climax, Mason must make a decisive choice that determines the fate of Claire, Venegas, and himself. He embraces his skills not as a mercenary, but as someone capable of choosing the right thing under pressure. The conflict resolves with the coup thwarted and the truth partially exposed. Claire prepares to publish her story, aware that it may not be as simple or heroic as she originally imagined. Venegas's future remains uncertain, reflecting the messy reality of politics. Freelance ends with Mason returning home changed. He rediscovers confidence and purpose, not by reliving his past glory, but by accepting who he is now. The film ultimately blends action and comedy to explore identity, morality, and the cost of choosing comfort over meaning, or vice versa.